Journal entry number 12. It's been about 2 weeks since I've been in the woods, but so far nothing. At least I don't think. I've been wandering. I don't know if it's the fact that I ran out of water like a day ago, but I think I'm starting to see things out in the woods. I mean, it can't be real. I mean, this weeping woman. What was that? What the hell? It's right here. It's right here. Are you alright? It missed. Are you alright?
It's me, Katie Marie, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, hello, how are you doing? I hope your day is going well. Today's video, if you couldn't tell by the title, is my entry to the 2017 NYX FACE Award, and I am so excited to be doing this for you guys today. Now, I achieved the look with just some simple makeup products and some DIY scar wax, which I will show you a little bit later in the tutorial. Right into this tutorial, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. This was so much fun making this. First, I'm going to start with my brows. You can use a pencil or pomade. I'm using a pomade, and I'm going to start with the front of my brows, making nice light strokes, working my way to the tail of my brow, filling in any sparse areas that I see. I did make them a little bit darker than usual because I really want every feature on my face to stand out. And once I'm done with that, I'm going to take a concealer, any concealer you guys would like, and I'm going to put that on my lids as like my primer. I'm going to pat that out with my finger, and once I do that, I'm going to go in with my NYX HD Finishing Powder in Translucent to set everything, and that just gives a really nice smooth base for your eyeshadows to apply on top of. Once we do that, I'm going to go in with a nice hunter green eyeshadow, and I'm going to apply that to crease. I'm just going to apply it lightly at first and build up because it's a lot easier to add than it is to take away. As you can see, I'm doing that to eyes, just really blending it in the crease and upwards towards my brow bone. And I'm just adding that color and blending it out till it's where I would like it to be. Next, I'm going in with my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Black Bean, and I'm using that as a base on my lid before I set it with a nice black eyeshadow. It's really that black, intense, and pop. And I'm just going to blend that out with my finger, and then after that, I'm going to go over the top of it with a gray black and work that on the lid and blend it upwards towards the crease. And I'm just going to keep blending upwards, adding a little bit more black, and then blending upwards again until I like how it looks. Also, don't have to be so neat because you can go back in and clean it up. Plus, I really want this to be dark and dreary, so I'm okay with it being messy. If you couldn't tell by now, blending is key. Now I'm just going to take some of that black shadow and run that underneath both of my eyeballs. Now I'm just going to take a makeup wipe to clean up any fallout and sharpen up the corners of my eyes. Then I'm going to go in with a lighter shimmer green and put that in the middle of my a halo effect. And then I'm going to take another smudge brush, go into that black, and put it on the inner corners and the outer corners and in the crease just to blend everything together. Now I'm going to take a crease brush and guess what I'm going to do? Yeah, that's right, I'm going to blend some more. Now just because I'm dead doesn't mean I can't have a killer wing. Get it? Killer wing. Work from the outer corner of my eye to the tail of my brow bone, and then I'm going to connect that line back down to my lid and fill it in with that black gel. Now I'm going to prime my face with a hydrating primer because I have super dry skin, and then I'm going to take my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk and put that all over my face. I am going to put my regular foundation on top because I do want my face to be white, but I just don't want it to be stark white. We are going to take a buffing brush and do circular motion, buff all of that in. Like I said, same thing on my neck and down my chest. I'm just buffing that in. Now we can't forget to set anything, so I'm going to go back in with that NYX HD finishing powder and translucent and set. That way nothing budges. Now we're going to do some veins, and all we're going to do is take a small angled liner brush and some gel black eyeliner. Start making lines down your face, and then make some smaller crooked lines attached to those lines, almost like in a Y shape. And we're just going to do that very lightly all over until you think it looks good. And once you do that, we're going to go in with some green shadow to kind of shade it, along with some purple shadow to give it a little bit of a bruised, infected kind of look. And then once I have that the way I want, I'm going to go over to the other eye and do the same exact thing. Now I did notice that some were a little light, so I went back in with that black gel liner and just darkened up a few of those lines until I was content with how that looked. After that, take a smudge brush with some black shadow and smudge your under eyes even more with that black. You really want to look dead and creepy. Goal here. And like I do the same thing to the other eye. Make sure they match as best as possible. Next, I'm going with my NYX Jumbo Pencil in Black Bean, and I'm using that on my waterline as my eyeliner. Now it's time to contour. I'm going to take a gray shadow and really carve out these cheekbones on your cheeks so you can see exactly where you're meant to contour. So I'm just going to go around the temples and up towards the top of my forehead. Now because I really want my contour to pop, I'm taking a large blending brush with that gray shadow and really focusing it in that line underneath the cheekbones, everything up. Now I'm going in with my NYX Liquid Suede Lipstick in Alien. I'm just going to apply that like a regular lipstick, and then I'm going to go in with a small shading brush and just get up directions so it just looks like you kind of kiss somebody and it's just smudged all over the place. Now we're going to do some more veins just like we did underneath the eyes. We're going to take a small angled brush and do the Y-shaped crooked lines all around your mouth to shade it, and some purple shadow like we did before. Now it's time for our DIY scar wax. Good for people on a pinch. I'm going to show you quickly how to make it. You're going to take 2 heaping teaspoons of some petroleum jelly and 4 teaspoons of some flour. And then you're just gonna mix that together until you get like a dough. See, if it's too sticky, you just add a little bit more flour until it's to your liking. And then I just rolled it out into almost what looks like little snakes. And that's what I use to stick on my skin. I'm just going to put down some liquid latex for this to stop up, and I'm going to set all of the DIY scar wax on and blend out the edges with my fingers, which you'll see me doing. And after I do that, you're going to see me go in with a spatula and smooth everything out even more. This just makes everything look really smooth and blended like your own skin. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys, I've never done any type of special effects makeup before, so this was my first time. So this took me a very long time. So I'm just going to keep laying a little bit of liquid down, and then putting some of the scar wax, blending it out with my fingers in the shape of the vines that I'm looking for. You are going to see me keep going in with that metal spatula to smooth everything out. I think that is a very crucial step when working with scar wax. If you don't, it's going to look like you just stuck something to your skin rather than it look like it's a part of your skin. I really wanted to give the effect that the vines were coming up and onto and moving out of my skin. So I did a lot of little branches coming off the bigger branches on the vines to give it more of a realistic look, and I hope that it looks that way for you guys. Now it's time to paint our vines. I'm going with the NYX Ultra Pearl Pigment in Walnut with a little bit of a mixing medium, and I'm going to paint the vines that way. And once I have vines all painted that brown color, I'm actually going to take a little bit of green and go over that as well to give it a more realistic look. And once I do that, I'm going to take a small angled brush with that brown pigment and kind of point out the ends of each of the vines to make it really look like they're going into my face. Once I do that, I'm taking a pretty fat angled brush with some black shadow and shading around a little bit more depth. I decided to go back in and contour my forehead a little bit. I also decided to add some veins to my forehead as well, just like I did underneath my eyes and my mouth with gel liner, followed by a little bit of green shadow and purple shadow for shading. Now it's time to take my hair down, pop on some lashes, and put in some colored contacts. Guys, this is the completed look. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you enjoyed watching my video. I will see you guys on the next one.